Hello, all. Welcome back. In the last class, we discussed the structure of nephron. I hope all the students watched the video. Today, let's start a new topic, a formation of urine. For this, three processes are there. First one, ultrafiltration. Second one, reabsorption and secretion. Third one, absorption of water. Let's start. First one is ultrafiltration. When the blood flows through the glomerulus, ultrafiltration takes place through its small pores, and this process is supported by the high pressure which is developed in the glomerulus due to the difference in the diameters of the afferent vessel and efferent vessel. The glomerular filtrate formed as a result of this is collected in the capsular space. The components of the glomerular filtrates are water, glucose, amino acid, sodium, potassium, calcium ions, and vitamins, urea, uric acid, and creatinine, etc. Next is reabsorption and secretion. When glomerular filtrate flows through the renal tubules to the collecting duct, essential components are reabsorbed to the peritubular capillaries. The excess components that are retained in the blood even after ultrafiltrations are secreted to renal tubules from the blood capillaries. Here, glucose, amino acids undergoes complete absorption, whereas sodium, potassium, calcium, water undergoes partial absorption. Hydrogen ions, potassium ions, and urea also undergoes absorption. Our last process is the absorption of water. The absorption of excess water from the glomerular filtrate take place in the collecting duct, and the components of urine is water with 96%, urea with 2%, sodium chloride, calcium salt, potassium chloride, phosphate, uric acid, creatinine, etc. with 2%. Urine flows from the kidney to the urinary bladder through the ureter and is stored there temporarily. It is expelled through urethra as when the bladder is filled. Washing out disease causing germs from the urinary tract also take place during the process of micturition. How does avoiding timely urination affect our body? Avoiding urination for a long time prevents the expulsion of bacteria that may be present in the urinary tract and urinary bladder. This causes infections in the inner membrane of the urinary bladder. The females are more susceptible to urinary tract infection when compared to males. Let's discuss how the kidneys maintain homeostasis. The kidneys plays a major role in maintaining the concentration of body fluids. They regulate the pH and the amount of water and salt present in the blood. The waste materials formed as a result of life processes undergoes disruption of homeostasis, and the organs which expels harmful substances to the human body and purifying blood is the kidney. The function of kidney is expulsion of water materials, water balance, salt balance, regulation of pH, and as a result maintain of homeostasis take place. Let's learn kidney diseases. First one, nephritis. The reason for nephritis is inflammation of kidneys due to infection or intoxication. Symptoms are turbid and dark colored urine, back pain, fever, edema on face and ankle. Second one, kidney stone. The reason is deposition of crystals of calcium salt in kidney or urinary tract. Symptoms: pain in the lower abdomen, blockage of urine, dizziness, vomiting. Third one, uremia. The reason is different types of kidney diseases, nephritis, diabetes, high blood pressure. Symptoms are anemia, loss of body weight, dizziness, suffocation, diarrhea, production of urine stops gradually. These kidney diseases are very important. You have to write it in your notebook.